Hello, my name is Michael Conneely, and this video is about the lunations of April 2021. So it's part of our April 2021 Star Wheel Astrology and Healing newsletter. Now, what I want to do is actually to show you the charts of the three key lunations affecting April 2021. Which is shown in the 2021 April page of my Star Wheel Astrology website. So we're going to go on to that. I'll introduce you to that page and we'll get down to the charts for the full moon at the end of March, which massively affects the first half of April, and then the two April lunations. So let's share onto the 2021 April page on my Star Wheel Astrology website. So I'm just going to, before we look at the moon charts, I'm going to scroll down the page so you can see what is on the page above the moon charts. So first of all, there's the introduction, which says that this page contains a list of the newsletter parts and the links to their videos and blogs. Next down is the statement that the page also has an ephemeris for the planet positions and charts in both Vedic and Western astrology. And next down at the head of the page is a statement that at the foot of the page is a very, very detailed listing of the planet positions in April and a helpful analysis of the aspects between the planets in April. So don't miss out on having a look at the wonderful summary at the foot of the page. So we're scrolling down the page now, and there is the list of the newsletter parts. 2 have been published so far, and the others are all listed as upcoming, and I'll be publishing them progressively over the start of the month. So we're scrolling down. There's the ephemeris in Vedic astrology, the ephemeris in Western astrology. And here we come to the lunations. I'll just dip further down the page so you can see what's there. And there is a very detailed listing of the planet positions. So do go to my Star Wheel Astrology website and go to the 2021 April page, where you can find out all about the parts of my April newsletter and the links to the videos and the blogs. So let's get back to the subject of this video, which is the lunations. And the point I'm making is that the full moon of the 28th of March has a huge effect on our consciousness through the first half of April. And the reason for that is that the Sun is conjunct Chiron and Venus in Pisces. That's the Western chart, but using the sidereal zodiac. Opposite the moon in Virgo. So we have a combination of Chiron, the wounded healer, of Piscean intuitive and visionary connections, and a Virgoan emphasis on linking those to health, healing, and right living. So let's look at the actual Vedic chart using Sri Jyoti Star, a wonderful program. So here you can see the sun of the full moon of the 28th of March, conjunct Venus, very closely conjunct Venus, which obviously combusts Venus, sadly. Do see my newsletter section about the planets in Pisces and read the notes below on this page, all about the very conflicting positive and negative energies of Venus. Chiron isn't shown in Sri Jyoti Star, but we know it's there from this chart below. And we see that the moon opposite is in Hasta Nakshatra in Vedic Virgo. And Hasta is ruled by the moon. And it's an energy of health, healing, and right living because it's in Virgo, but also of dexterous skill because it's in Hasta Nakshatra. Indeed, the disadvantage with Hasta Nakshatra is that it can be the skill of the card sharp and be ungrounded and even deceptive. But here, on this so important full moon of the 28th of March, we have an opportunity to combine skill for health, healing, and right living with the intuition of Pisces and indeed the mystic nature of Uttarabhadra. So I've put these charts in on the April page because they're so important. Spend time to connect with that energy. Connect with the energy of Chiron, the wounded healer. At this time, develop awareness, do healing. Take time and focus to restore meaning to your life at this phase. If it feels you've been running along on the wrong path, it's a wonderful opportunity. So Sun conjunct Chiron indeed is an energy compelling us to heal woundedness to our own sun. Monitor how you manage and express your sun in your management of your life, in your relationships. Remember that the divine sun is the king of our kingdom who likes to shine blessings of all. But a wounded sun can't express himself or herself in a strong, beneficent way, and so can be self-effacing and over-polite, or aggressive and touchy. Where are you on that axis? Really do take time to benefit from the intuitive connections and the healing connections of the full moon of the 28th of March. And also take a close look at how you're handling, expressing, and understanding your sun, how much you're in touch with the divine sun in your life. So I'm very pleased to be doing this video. Chiron wounds can be our greatest gift if only we can heal them. And healing of them can help and impel us to then become the healer of others. So let's move down the 2021 April page and look at the next lunation, which is on the 12th of April. So it's the new moon of the 12th of April. Now this has sun and moon in Pisces, indeed. Sun and moon in Revati Nakshatra, the 27th Nakshatra in the wonderful 27 sign lunar zodiac. Now, basically, you can see from the degree that this new moon is actually in the Gandanta zone. Gandanta zones are supremely important facets of Vedic astrology. It was knowing that my moon is in a Gandanta zone and what that means for me in my life that absolutely converted me to start the vast journey of learning of Vedic astrology that I have done in the last 26 years. My moon is there, and that means mother will not be there for him, and he will have to learn to mother himself, and that has set a whole tone for my life. And Western astrology knows nothing of that key statement offered by Vedic astrology using the sidereal zodiac. Don't use the tropical zodiac for Vedic astrology. It destroys connection to the Gandanta zones just for one problem. So the Gandanta zones are where water goes to fire, Pisces to Aries, Cancer to Leo, Scorpio to Sagittarius. So it is a huge potential opening to intuitive awareness to have a new moon in the Gandanta zone. But it's not just about intuition. The point is, in the Gandanta zones, water is dissolving, dissolving, and dissolving at the end of the water sign into the void. And then across the immensity of the void, we can see the first flicker of fire, the new fire sign arising. So what does this mean? Well, the void is that which lies beyond this world, Mahamaya. Mahamaya means the great illusion. This world is a great illusion, but a supremely and vastly important illusion, because we are here to burn our negative karmas and to maximize and develop our special skills and talents. But when you have a planet in the Gandanta zone, or a lunation in the Gandanta zone, it brings awareness that this world isn't substantial and real. So what is real? Well, it ties in with the Buddhist concept of nirvana, but the Vedic or Hindu concept is essentially expressed in that beyond the veils of this world is the God realm. And so we have an opportunity to contact, okay, there's different expressions of this, with Lord Vishnu lying back in ecstasy, dreaming universes in and out of being. And as each universe gets further from the God, it becomes less and less pure. So Lord Vishnu sends an avatar, and then an avatar, and then another avatar. And eventually, the impurity of a world getting further and further from the God becomes apparent. Lord Vishnu absorbs the universe and emanates another universe. For Shivites, there's a different, equally valuable take of Shiva and Shakti mating endlessly, producing the manifestation of the universe. And for Krishnavites, there's another wonderful take that this world is the playing of Lord Krishna's flute, the different energies. We're here to experience them, but the reality is the God himself. Goodness. So what an important new moon on the 12th of April, with such gifts, if you open your consciousness and make a space in your life on that day and day by day afterwards to watch your feeling and to this statement of what this new moon could be about. Also, of course, there could be opportunity for terrible weather, which is a feature of Gandanta activations. And so we move on down the 2021 April page to the full moon of the 27th of April at the end of the month. There's important stuff here, there really is, because in fact this full moon is in Swati Nakshatra in Vedic Libra, and it's also being activated by Uranus opposite moon, Uranus opposite Swati Nakshatra. And the whole thing is that Swati Nakshatra is an air sign. The power animal is the nervy buffalo, the nervy male buffalo, big and strong, but nervy. How can you handle such an energy? But the point is, it's an air sign. It's being activated now by the Uranus opposition transit. And then it's being, on top of that, double whammy, by the full moon of the 27th of April. And I'm laboring this point because, well, the Vedic tradition is that it's an area for pranayama. But indeed, there's a vast, powerful, and important Western medical and healer tradition of breath work, Now, my wife, Maggie Pashley, utilizes many, many, many healing modalities online, see www.maggiepashley.com. And one of those is breath work. And she's massively sort of reconnected to breath work lately and using it in healing. It's very good in solving insomnia. It has a hugely strengthening effect. And so it's freed from some of the restrictive paradigms that can create problems for the definition of your breathwork practice from pranayama. So this is a good time to find out about breath work. It really is. I'm so impressed by what breath work can do. And I mean, I do keep fit every morning. We have a wonderful kickboxer trainer, a young man who's part of our little community here. And I've only started this work with him, let's say, in the last 2 months. But I am so benefiting from the use of breath during physical exercises. And indeed, wonderfully, we then go on to do chakra work and vision work. Our body's empowered by the physical exercises and the breath work. So please do hear this wonderful statement about the lunations of April 2021. Indeed, there's yet another key twist to the tale, that the April full moon is actually also a relationship boost. If you are looking for love, this can be a fated time to meet someone. It can lead to a long-term relationship, especially if you have major planets in Libra, Aries, or Gemini. See my blog write-up of this lunations video, for the full detail. But see, the point is that the moon is in Swati Nakshatra, which is ruled by Rahu. And of course, the nodes of the moon bring a fated energy. And so this particular full moon could definitely create a fated dimension for love for you. And just a couple of political footnotes that are at the bottom of the blog. The full moon of the 27th of April is right on top of Joe Biden's natal moon. And so a lot will happen around this date on his standing and position, indeed his position vis-a-vis Kamala Harris. With the open border coming to a head, some people will erupt, hopefully positively. And also, very important, sadly, to notice that this, at the time of this full moon, transiting Jupiter at the heavens, is actually, sorry, I've lost the page, in opposition to Donald Trump's natal Mars, which can produce outbursts. And on this same day, Rahu transits conjunct natal Saturn in Donald Trump's chart. So this, yet again, I'm sorry, I've misread that. At the same time, it's conjuncting Biden's natal Saturn. And so we could have yet again a Trump acceleration and increase at the same time as problems for Joe Biden. I don't want to have to make political points, but it's important that we're aware of them. So I do hope the wonderful detail in this video will be of use to you, because there's very much to be gained from the lunations in this month of April 2021. So all blessings to you in this month, and thank you for watching. So go to my 2021 April page for the charts, and go to the blog associated with this video for a statement of the detail all written out. If you want a reading with me, go to my Star Wheel Astrology buy page. Thank you very much.